I knew it. They're having a gay intervention for Anon. I salute you, Anon, for your sacrifice. Now kiss. You may now kiss the reed. Where you guys been all lunch? Here, he simply answered. Why? Why? I whispered loudly. No, now shushing me before whispering to me.
Because we wanted to give Olivia and Nasser some time alone.
Holy shit. You guys knew? I almost yelled before Warden practically grabs my mom and closes it shut with his claw. Go further, fuckers.
It was pretty obvious.
Both of them peeked around the corner.
Look, they're talking.
Oh no, they know that Anon is having the hots, and they're trying to save him from his feels. Warden immediately lets go of my snout, joining Doe and peek around the corner.
What did he say? I can't hear them.
Man, this really felt like an invasion of Olivia and Nas's privacy. Just silently trying to eavesdrop on them. I thought you wanted them to fucking talk. Too bad I had begun to do it right beside Doe and Warden, peeking down below as I noticed nothing. Didn't you have to go to the bathroom, my man? Yeah, I was gonna have a talk about that too. It was only when I focused my gaze that I began to surprisingly pick up on the conversation. Compies are known to have tight senses. And this one is just Anon tripping. I think it looks funny. Look, here's in that Family Guy pose. Shotgun gets pumped to the back. Jesus. I frowned. Now wishing for a moment that I didn't have those keen senses before reluctantly continuing my listening in. Hearing Nasa chuckle as Olivia asked, So, what do your parents think you're drawing? My dad doesn't get it at all, but my mom loved it. Oh. Oh no, oh wait, excuse me. So, what did your parents think of my drawings? My dad didn't get it at all, but my mom loved it. Nasa declared, I just wish that, Yet before he could break into whatever he was going to say, he paused, as if one of her works caught his eye. What's that one? Oh, the flowers on the sidewalk? Just some homework from art class the teacher had us draw. Cool, that's just, He then paused. Invoke Alderablos, because the city was actually built on fertile volcanic land. Wildflowers easily grow from cracks in the sidewalk. Really? That's not how you build modern streets, my man. Seriously? Then that could have been the reference photo I was given. Maybe. There was a pause. Why are we doing this? Can't we just let them have their cute little talk and then we reference it later by Olivia telling us or Nasser telling us or just having a different POV character? I don't know. Why are we doing this fucking spy dish shit? There was a pause before Olivia. Are you homesick, Nasser? So is he has a dorm here, right? He doesn't have a dorm here. Because if he did, what? Are his parents here too? Are they okay with that? It's a 2-hour bus. I don't even know, man. Damn. Olivia could be quick and to point with her words at times. Quick and to the point with her words at times. Nasa, no, I was just, There was a pause before I heard him sigh. Do you have siblings, Olivia? My eyes widened, pausing before answering. Kinda, yeah. Kinda? Anon is, my sort of brother. I blink at that, a small smile building on my snout. Construction complete. New construction options. Too bad it seemed Nasa didn't get it. Nasa shook his head. No, I mean like a real sibling. Who lives with you? Oh my god. I mean, if it's fertile soil, then... Oh, Jesus, man. That's how you pay 1,000 times more on road maintenance. Jesus. In the Netherlands, everything is just sand. Everything gets filled up with sand. Lifeless, boring sand. Yeah, Anon. I watched as Nasa tilted his head. I live at his house. His parents take care of me and stuff. What? Why? Nasser, you're not 5. I resist the urge to facepalm. Doe and Warden, thankfully, still not able to hear the conversation. Otherwise, their opinion on the pterodactyl would have definitely been lowered. Oh my fucking god, Nasser. Because Mr. and Mrs. Agos are my godparents and I'm his foster sister. Nasser, do you know what a fucking adoption is? Jesus Christ! I hate sand. Sand gets everywhere, but it doesn't grow through cracks. Olivia then seemed to not take any risk in misunderstanding. My mom and dad died in a car crash. Fuck! What is a car? And how do they crash? Holy shit, I'm in love with a himbo. Anon's heart grew 5 times. Oh, he's in himbo. him. He is not beating the allegations. I could imagine the amount of things going through Nas's head as his snout seemed to tighten in horror. A golden eyes wide. He then tightened a claw behind his head, suddenly finding the table more interesting. Before seemingly realizing that he had done a disservice, looking back to Olivia. I'm so sorry, Olivia. I didn't mean to.
It's cool, dude. I mean, it wasn't cool what had happened, but,
She shrugged, Nasa nodding as he got the point.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
So, Shalonians don't care about biological parenthood at all. At least culturally, it's considered a taboo to give a shit about your biological parents. Your egg goes into the hatchery because someone makes some eggs and they just shove them in there, and then someone comes and pick them up. Because biological parenthood having any meaning to it would ruin the strength of the clan of the roost as a whole. And they also think that humans are fucking silly for being like, family is important. They're like, who fucking cares? If your parents are assholes, kick them in the dick and leave. Which makes them terrible for helping you in those situations. Because their advice is just gonna be, fuck them. Get new people. Which doesn't always work. And Nasser's an idiot, but he's my idiot. Hell yeah, Arthur gets it. Arthur is here with me in rom-com land. They will, they won't, they will last for 5 more years.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I guess I just wanted to ask if Anon ever just act like you don't exist. Oh, jeez.
Making the mother of all omelets over here, Jack. Can't fret over every egg.
In the end, I'm standing here. I just realized Anon could be Darth Vader.
Sorry, my asthma.
Oh, jeez. A picture started to paint in my head, remembering the rocky relationship between Nasser and Fang Welted Sr. Are you asking Olivia if her relationship with her brother is fucked up? That's such a weird thing to ask, you jackass. What was going on in the household of the Aarons? What's going on with Nasser and Fang at this point?
Oh, never?
And have you ever acted like he didn't exist?
Dude!
She gestured to a book.
Have you seen how many works I have of Anon? He's like a fucking source of inspiration to me. You don't know what adoption is. You don't know what godparents are. What is wrong with you, Nasser? Are you just looking for someone you can rant at? Because just rant already. Jesus.
I took that as a compliment, as Nasser seemed to consider it. Just fucking ask, Nasser! Jesus! I took that as a compliment, as Nasser seemed to consider her answer for a moment, looking away as Olivia took the chance to ask. Is that what your siblings doing to you?
Is that what your siblings doing to you? Just completely ignoring you?
It's complicated.
Define complicated.
The pterodactyl turned to Olivia. I mean, he then sighed. I just don't know where to even start.
The beginning?
Damn, Olivia's straight-to-business approach is working wonders as Nasser's blinking. I think Olivia's just fucking shit, piss, and tired of this man. I guess when we were younger, Lucy...
Your sister?
Yeah, my sister, Lucy. My cousin, Throckmorton. I love Throckmorton! I need to look up the quote. It's art. Oh. I don't think you understand. I don't think you fucking understand the importance of my cousin Throckmorton. Your cousin, Throckmorton, the skateboarder. It's a running gag in math textbooks. At a family picnic, you are appointed to push your obnoxious cousin, Throckmorton, in a swing. His name is shortened to Throcky. Cousin Throckmorton is playing with the clothesline. Throcky. Throckmorton is apparently the shadow of someone's dick in an X-ray? What? Oh no, it's not just that, it's much more. Settle down and let your friendly X-ray tech explain something. Throckmorton's sign, also known as Throckmorton's principle, does in fact have to do with dicks. Because it's fairly normal for a dick to show up in a hip or pelvic X-ray. But the thing about Throckmorton's sign is that it's not just the dick. That not just the dick is visible. It's a legitimate diagnostic tool. Let me explain. Let's say a person is equipped with a penis in a car accident. A person equipped with a penis is in a car. That's such a weird way to put it. Say penis equipped. and has a right leg and a right side hip and pelvic pain. The doctor will order x-rays. Unfortunately, sometimes the fractures are so small they can be missed, or because the patient is in such bad shape that the images obtained aren't of the best quality, the radiologist can't be for sure one way or another that what they're seeing is actually a fracture. So what do? They look for the dick. You heard me correctly, the penis. Throckmorton's sign is when the penis points to the area of pain. So if the aforementioned penis-equipped patients, X-ray, aren't displaying clear, obvious fracture, but their penis is pointing to the right size, 9 out of 10 times the injury or fracture is in the right hip or leg area. So the other radiologists will focus on that side while reading. Now, I know some of my non-radiology followers are thinking, Ace, this sounds like bullshit. This can't be true. You're lying through your teeth. But I swear he was 100% accurate. I've seen a positive Throckmorton sign multiple times with my own eyes over the course of the past 7 years. Ask any X-ray tech, they will probably agree with me. Your dick is good for at least one thing, and that thing is helping your radiologist diagnose your upper femur, hip, or pelvic fracture. This has been a PSA. Holy fucking shit. Your cousin, dick pain comes. Oh my god, this picture is great. Doc, where does it hurt? Your Throckmorton. You're skateboarding. God, this is better than I thought. Oh. Nasser.
You were supposed to You were the chosen one! You were supposed to destroy Naomi, not join her!
Anon. I hate you. Nasser.
You were my dweeb, Anon! I loved you! We were gonna kiss on the bench!
Okay.
My sister, Throckmorton. Anyways, she and I were at the top.
Really? Like, this was Lucy's thing to explain, and I got the feeling that Nasser never cared. Anyway, she and I were at the top of the bluff that Vokadir is known for. It's more like a skiff, like a cliff slope. Cliffs are not slopes, that's why they are fucking cliffs.
With a lake at the bottom.
You mean the ocean.
And I asked her if I could fly.
I'm pretty sure it's the ocean, or a sea. His good wing extend as if to make a point.
But our wings can't really support our body weight, at least not from great heights. Because she didn't know it at the time either, she said, of course.
Why are people hearting? What are these hearts for? I was absolutely stunned by how sexy he is. Oh, baby. I forgot what that man said. Austin Powers. Shagadelic, baby. I had never heard the full... You did, didn't you? Never knew the reason as to why Nasser had a broken wing, but no... Oh, yeah, because he's the bad ending guy. Which made me wonder why Olivia... Stop hearting. I can't see through all this approval. Why is it so hard for people to make ribs? What a comment to get from a friend. I wonder if one of my other friends is around again, because they went to bed really late and I yelled at them. If for some reason you're wondering, it's not for... What? Whatever. Moving on. Olivia's eyes widened. You've known each other for what, like a couple of days? What the hell? Olivia's eyes widened, peering at his broken wing. Wouldn't she be examining it or something?
So that's how... Yeah.
Nasa slowly nodded.
But I hardly care about that. It's what happened after that began... It's what happened after that sucked, he sighed. I don't know why, but Lucy grew distant after I got back from the hospital. I mean, it upset me that she never visited me and Mom and Dad, but...
She didn't visit you while you were recovering?
No, but that doesn't really matter. What matters is that, I don't blame Lucy at all, even for the hospital visits. Just that now she doesn't talk to me much anymore, and I just,
Nasser gave a long pause.
I just wish she did it again.
Put you in the hospital?
No, visit me in the hospital.
But you're not in the hospital. How's she supposed to visit you in the hospital? Can I break your legs? Never forgets Guts riding Rainbow, snapping the Infinity Gauntlet. They're out there somewhere, Scary Dave. They're out there somewhere. Olivia stared at him, her golden gray eyes blinking. Nasser shook his head, closing his eyes as he looked away.
I'm sorry, I'm just splurging all this on you, Olivia. I just,
He paused.
I guess I've had it on my chest for so long. Not being able to talk about it to anyone. Not even my parents or my friends. And Lucy, of course. What made it all the heavier to hold it?
The pterodactyl looked up at the ceiling.
Every time I call Mom and Dad, I ask if Lucy wants to talk, but she never does. Now that I'm here, far away from home by myself, I never felt more...
He shook his head, his snout closed tight.
Alone.
Alone. Alone. Alone. Alain. 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 Man, they really captured the vibe of that fucked up Squidward episode. Jesus. I guess that was the full picture of NASA's troubles. Putting into perspective how far along trouble had begun far before I ever arrived at Hokkaido High. It was illuminating in a way. Admittedly, for the moment, it felt as if my mind was coming up with two decisions as I watched, trying to decide how to proceed like some visual novel. What lesson are you learning, Anon? What? Fuck off. Shoo. Be gone. Interrupt or don't... put some fucking brackets here. Some angle brackets. They're perfect for indicating that a choice is being made. And I stay where I am. A small smile on my snout. I believed in Olivia, but I definitely didn't anticipate what she would do. Olivia hugged Nasser. Joe let out a gasp and Warden looked taken aback, neither thankfully knowing the context of what I looked in on. Blinking. As for the pterodactyl himself, Nasser looked positively stunned. His golden eyes were wide and arms open away as Olivia quickly separated, awkwardly peering down and leaving a gentle claw to rest on his shoulder. Sorry, it just looked like you needed one. The baryonyx then peered up. The Anon is becoming self-aware. We're going to have to put him down. Have we considered the legality of killing an artificial intelligence achieving near sentience? As long as we're below the Markov level, we should be fine. I will tell the nerds to take care of business before that happens. Correct. To be honest, I don't have any idea what to say. I just don't know enough about your family, about Lucy, or well, maybe about you, or even about you to an extent, Nasser. I just don't know the full picture, and even if I did, I don't think it's my place to tell you how to feel, because, all what you said really does suck a lot. Nasser blinked, Olivia continuing. But, despite all that, Olivia showed the warmest smile I had ever seen her give. I'm really glad you told me. He then gave a warm, determined look in her eyes. You have Anon, though, Warden, and me, to keep you company while you're here, so, don't feel alone, okay? Nasser paused before returning the smile, his golden eyes looking into her grace as she gently placed her own claws up his shoulder. Anon blissfully sighs as he wishes that was him. Cool. Olivia then paused, the blush on her cheeks as she separated her claw, peering away. I gotta ask, though. Oh, wait, no, he says, I won't. And then she says, cool. I gotta ask, though. Why'd you tell me all this of everyone around? All I know is Anon probably wants to bone you. Like, wants you to bone him, like, a lot. What? Like, a lot. Like, I could show you all of my porn notebooks and it still would not compare to the shit that man's talking about when he sleeps. Why are you listening on your brother when he sleeps? In the war of love, you must know your enemy. That's just creepy. Pterodactyl seemed taken off guard by the question. Yeah, I guess it is kind of weird that I talked about you with all of that. Why you? Well, why not you? You just seem to immediately know that I was still feeling guilty over the time I crashed into you when we first met. You made it pretty clear that I didn't have to feel that way. The pterodactyl scratched the back of his head. I don't think there's many dinos who would have done that for me. You know, personally, the reason I like the idea of Anon and Nasser hooking up is that it's a subversion. It's a really interesting subversion. It would show that, like, Anon is so fucked up that he can't separate his trauma from romantic feelings or something. I don't know. It'd be an interesting subversion of shit. It'd be more interesting than this extremely obvious thing we already did in Snoot Game. Like, this is just Olivia's doing Anon's scene. Why are we... Can't we just summarize this sequence? Just say, oh, they talk about something for a while, Nasser looks upset, Olivia looks confused, and then they hug. We don't need to know this. Olivia can just say, oh, he talked about his sister and an accident that happened. And then you can just say that Anon knows that part of the conversation. You can just, what the fuck? Why are you being this wiggly about it? Olivia paused for a moment, and then she began to laugh, much to our confusion, with Nasser tilting his head. Dude, she looked down, recovering with a smirk. You got some low standards. Well, Nasser looked slightly offended. I don't know if you're that low of a standard after all, Olivia. And now it was Olivia's turn to look You're all the way over there, motherfuckers. Jesus. This is so awkwardly written when you remember the framing being used. Her eyes wide as she looked at Nasa. This motherfucker is hearing these guys quietly whispering sweet nothings to each other. What the hell? You're quiet, reserved, kind. I nod in agreement. Nasa dropping some pretty good lines, spitting straight bars. Straight to the point, and you have beautiful, silver eyes. I continue, nodding before frowning. Wait a minute. You're supposed to compliment my green eyes. Those beautiful emeralds, those grassy fields, those green marbles in the stars. Not those stupid moonlit spheres. I continue nodding before instantly frowning at what? What the fuck? Olivia's tail had smashed against the floor, making everyone jump from impact. Even nearby students were sitting at other tables. The tension briefly turned before slowly turning back around. Nasser had frozen up, his golden eyes blinking before a redness seemed to rise to his cheeks, his good wing unconsciously drifting to obscure some of his body. Almost like how Fang would do when she got flustered as the pterodactyl realized what he had said. It's a boner, Anon. He's like a young teen. Shit happens, okay? He's having one, and you wanna know why? Because he's realized how fucking stupid he looks. Like, he just trauma dumped on someone he barely knows, and then tells them, oh, I trauma dumped on you, but you're a really low standard. Like, Jesus, Nasser, you're a fucking idiot. This is why you should hit up with Anon. Because Anon over there, he is the actual low standard you're looking for. I mean, Anon looks like a goddamn Chad, apparently. He's tall, tan, and handsome. God, the fucking mixed messages are hilarious. Couldn't get more static if you tried. My poor friend is still struggling with terrible ribs. He is just riding up a storm about how bad these ribs are he has ordered. Oh, poor guy. Everyone give him pat pats. Pat pats for my poor ribs guy. I think I'm gonna do one more cut